What's up, YouTube? And this is my video. Of course, Philadelphia Eagles all the way here. This is my video in response to a lot of just dumbass Cowboy fans and content creators in their like retarded perspective, which is incoherent. Listen. Philadelphia Eagles fans are not heartbroken. We're not crushed. Well, at least ones that have a brain, right? You got some fans that like every single loss and every unfortunate situation, every bump in the road is the sky is falling. All right. I'm not one of those at all. Not one of those dudes at all, man. I keep it real. I look at the reality of what's going on. You had a couple of their guys, man. The one troll, Mark Holmes, he's just a troll. Then I was surprised at the boy Jarrod Johnson, I think his name is, talking about, I don't want to hear no excuses that you had Gardner Minshew. What does that mean? That you don't want to hear any excuses Gardner Minshew played? What excuse is there to make? Gardner Minshew played, and there is no reason to believe that the Eagles wouldn't win if they had Hurts. Like, it's stupid to say, I don't want to hear if Jalen Hurts played, y'all to won. I think not only the Eagles fans, not only every Eagles player, not only every single solitary football following person along with Dallas Cowboy fans believe that if Jalen Hurts played, the Eagles would have won. So what are you talking about? It just sounds stupid. Now, you could throw out the word excuse all you want. Like, I mean, shit, you lose football games sometimes, right? Whether you want to call it excuse, whether you want to call it a reason, whatever you want to call it, Gardner Minshew is just not good, period. Was not good. I didn't think he was good against Dallas, to be honest with you. But that's just me. Like, I look at things different. I look at the all 22s. I look at the missed passes. I look at the missed opportunities. I look at the failures to read things, right? I ain't even got to look at the all 22s for this one. 10 to 13, and he throws a pick six. He's fucked up, right? Now, sure, we could have came in with a different plan, try to run the ball, grind it out, turn it into an ugly, mucked up game if you want, I guess. But at the end of the day, right, it didn't happen for us yesterday. Now, I'm going to tell you what I'm like kind of upset about more than anything. Before I even get into that, right? So, dude's making his other argument. Hey, the Cowboys were able to be 4-1 with Cooper Rush, 0-2 with Minshew. I'm trying to figure out, what is your point? If you're trying to make the argument that Cooper Rush is better than Gardner Minshew, okay, fine. Hopefully, our playoff fate isn't going to come down to Cooper Rush versus Gardner Minshew, right? What we believe is going to happen, or we need to happen, is to have Jalen Hurts versus Dak Prescott, right? So what is the point of that? Is the point, Dallas' roster is better? I mean, if you think that, that's fine. If you think that, if that's the case, why you have more losses than us? If Cooper Rush only lost one game, right? That means Dak lost more than one game, because you got 4 losses. We still got 3. Despite all this shit talking that you have right now, you still got more losses than us, right? So what are you talking about? Clearly, Jalen Hurts out. The Eagles ain't the same, which does nothing but strengthen his MVP argument. That's all it does, homie. And it also refutes the Micah Parsons' view that it's not Hurts and it's the system and it's the team and all of that, which leads us to understand it's a little bit of bold for maybe even 60-40 Hurts, maybe, because shit, we looking like the best team in the league. Then you throw little ass Gardner Minshew in there and he trash. Even with Lane Johnson out. I don't buy that whole thing that the Eagles are this without Lane Johnson. Most of that was happening under Doug Peterson and Chip Kelly. Most of that ain't got nothing to do with that. And who the hell you ever heard say, because of a right tackle, a team wins or loses? Stupid. All right, it's about the offensive line working in synchronization, right? That's the way that works. Anyway, I love the way it's being built up personally because I felt like it was locked and destroyed as far as the MVP voting with Hurts. Now, what you got is one last story to tell. I do wish the Giants needed this game to get into the playoffs because then that would have created even more drama. I expect the New York Giants, though, personally, to play all their starters and go all out to win this game. Because let's be for real, they really think they're going to win the Super Bowl. Even though the Giants have won the Super Bowl in the past when they had that crazy defensive line, they don't have that. That's just not the same thing. So, like, I expect them to fully want to spoil the Eagles from getting number one throughout, right? Even if that means Dallas or Minnesota has to get it, I fully expect them to do that because I think in this era, though they hate the Cowboys, I think they hate the Eagles just a little bit more because of the recent success Eagles have had, as well as the Eagles is doing things like taking Devontae Smith, jumping them to get him. Eagles tanking that game against Washington a few years ago, which caused the Giants to not reach the Super Bowl when they had Joe Judge. Listen, man. You Cowboys fans, though, you trolls, I'm not expecting anything different. Me, personally, I love what's happening. The MVP gets to come back in a game that's for the division and that's for home field throughout against an opponent that hates them, who I believe is going to come full throttle. I hope they come full throttle. I'm not one of them dudes that's out here hoping that they rest starters. What the yo? That right there, this idea that there's Eagles fans out there that want the Giants to rest starters, you should be ashamed of yourself. That is despicable. That's despicable punk ass shit. That's what it is, and it goes against everything sports is about. If your team cannot beat the New York Giants, then you shouldn't be concerned about them being able to beat the 49ers, being able to beat the Cowboys, being able to beat the whoever we might face, whether it's Green Bay or Tampa Bay at some point, whatever. If you can't beat the New York Giants for all the marbles at full strength with them coming at you full throttle to the best of their ability, why do you even watch this sport, man? Why do you even watch? Why do you even like sports? I can't figure that one out, man. But that's all I got right now, man. We're going to see you clowns later. We will not lose next week if Hurts plays. And the only other thing I was mad about was I believe he could have played. But I believe they're being cautious. I'm out.